Breaking news. Jay was just released from jail, but will he answer to Ashley's allegations that his girlfriend is pregnant? We're discussing it all right now on 90 Day Fiancé News.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, 90 Day fans. You have chosen a great day to tune in to 90 Day Fiancé News. We do have some breaking news today about Jay and Ashley. We're going to talk about Paola, the tell-all, and this cast going Hollywood and much more. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Christy Olson, my co-panelist of the day and every day, Linda, the host of the 90 Day Fiancé After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV.
And the family Chantel, and the other way. I'm knee-deep in it.
You are knee-deep in it, and I think all of us fans are kind of waiting in this news today because there is so much. Just as we came in to sit down, we got breaking news that Jay was released from ICE custody, where he's been since July 3rd, I believe. So quite a while. And we had no indication that there was a hearing today or that any of this was going down until we all of a sudden saw on Ashley's Insta that he was going to get out. Of course, my immediate reaction was, yeah, right. You've said that before. Right. And then I went to check Rain and Kayla's accounts. They confirmed it. Now, Kayla has actually posted, this is at KKaylaAnn, posted a video of herself rushing to meet Jay as he is released, wrapping her legs and arms around him. Of course, this all comes on the heels of other news earlier today. Ashley saying in an interview that this girlfriend of Jay's, Kayla, is actually pregnant. Ashley said she's heard rumors, and she also said something kind of mean where she was like, and when I saw her in court, she looked like she could be pregnant. But that's not exactly a clear confirmation from anybody. Right. But we do know that those rumors are floating around. Not only that, but Ashley also said that she may be getting a dating show spinoff, that she's talking with the network about that right now.
We talked about that last week. We talked about...
well, you guessed that last week.
Yeah, I feel like, that's the inevitable, because we're always wondering, like, okay, what's happening with her?
Yeah.
And I can see them capitalizing on it. Why not?
Absolutely. That is if she keeps her butt out of jail.
Yes.
In a little exclusive that I got for you last week, I talked to the police chief in the county where she was charged with throwing that fire extinguisher through Jay's window. And he did say, and I quote, she could go to jail. She's disputing that, reminding us that she doesn't have a record and that, it is probably unlikely that she'll go to jail, but it is possible for up to 2 years and a $5,000 fine, I believe. So don't necessarily believe that just because she said it, that she's not going to jail. It is a possibility, though unlikely. However, I think obviously this news that her estranged husband, shall we call him? Jay just got his freedom is probably the biggest tidbit here.
I wonder what he's going to do social media wise, if he's going to post something.
I have been checking like a freako stalker every second. And actually, as we continue to talk, if you see us grabbing our phones, that will be why.
And it's also interesting too to me because he was there not to be deported. So Ashley posted that he got out on bail, but you don't really get bail.
No, and she had also said earlier today in that interview that it was completely in her control, that she could get him out at any time by signing off on his green card and therefore taking the responsibility for him, the 10-year sponsorship, which would, of course, make her responsible for any child support payments that he may have in the future. So we don't really know what his green card status is, honestly.
That's why I'm interested to see what he'll do. If he'll say anything about his time in ICE, in detention, or he's going to lay low.
If he was going to be deported, he would not have been released like this, right? They would have taken him directly to the airport and put him on a plane.
That's right.
So is he staying in the country?
I bet you he is.
Oh, well, and it does also, of course, remain to be seen whether he has a bun in the oven. What's your response to that?
I think it's possible. And wouldn't that be a great way for him to stay, is marry this Kayla girl, have an Insta family, and all his problems go away.
A literal Insta family. And this, of course, Kayla has clarified she's a bottle service girl at the strip club. She's not a stripper, although there, of course, would be nothing wrong with that. And that she also is not the stripper from the show, the bathroom, and the whole thing.
This is a different girl.
Yeah, so we are piecing all of these puzzle pieces together. And I have to say, I kind of like Kayla.
Do you?
Yeah, I think her clapbacks are always well written. Like she uses proper grammar, and she can write like several paragraphs stating her point. And she kind of has convinced me of some things with her well written words.
All
so
right, that's fair.
We'll be keeping on our eye on you, Kayla.
And Jay.
Of course.
Like, come on, Jay. We are going to talk about Paola defending herself on how she looked at the tell-all. And basically she's saying that it was all edited, that she is not like that. And she like lashes out at 90 Days, which I think is interesting because she's been with the TLC 90 Day family for so long. So she knows how they operate. She knows how they edit. So I think it's more to that story than her just saying, oh, they made her look like a jerk.
Well, because people thought she was being mean when Ashley was sitting crying about her divorce.
But she was being mean. Don't you think? Like she turned out and said, hey, didn't you file for divorce twice? And then she was like, gross. Like she just kept chiming in and didn't seem like she was being supportive.
This could have been kind of prodded, though, by production because Paola also said, didn't she say that one of the producers told her that Ashley was talking bad about her?
Yeah. And
before.
We have the screenshot. So she says, I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I'm tired of being seen how editing always makes me look like crap. I know I'm not an easy person, and I know I've made some mistakes in the past, and I own those mistakes, but this is BS. And as for my husband and I, believe me, if I am all the way, he wouldn't be with me.
So she's basically saying if she was really that terrible that he wouldn't be married to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
But they've been together for a long time. A long time.
They're OGs.
The old G's, like 5-6 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time. This is not new. So.
And, I don't think we have seen kind of a mean side of Paola before. So I was sort of willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. And, of course, a lot of us at home were sort of rolling our eyes during that scene where Ashley and Jay were explaining what's going on with them.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she set this one straight. And this isn't the first time that one of the cast has come for production.
No, not at all.
No.
Not at all. So, we'll see.
Pat Leone in the chat said, Paola is ratchet. Her demands are out of control. Feels sorry for her husband. It's always all about her. Ooh, dang. Kimberly Mayfield says, Paola always behaves that way at the tell-all, and just take a rewatch of the other season. That's a good point.
That's
she
true.
has gone in on people at the tell-all before.
Yeah, she has.
We have to remember, I think, that this fan interacts with each other probably only online most of the time, and that is their one chance to get in front of each other and I guess speak their mind.
And she always speaks her mind at the tell-all. Kimberly is right. Like, she always does.
Yeah.
So we have to remember that.
Well, we should also be looking forward to the tell-all for The Other Way season that we're watching right now. We're on episode like 10-ish, I think, and there's usually about 14.
It's hard to say.
There's been no official reports on how many episodes we're going to get, but we do know that there will be a couples tell-all for the season of The Other Way, because I got a juicy little exclusive earlier this week from, and guys have to follow me here. So Lita, who is on 90 Day Fiancé season like 5 or so, I'd say, with her husband Eric. Remember, her son was Alessandro, and they came.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
Yeah,
she was.
Oh, right, with Tasha and the whole thing. So Lita tells me that she made a little trip to New York City last weekend to babysit Devin and Jihoon's newborn baby while Devin sat in for the tell-all, which went down on Saturday night. Lita also says the cast of The Other Way went out and partied together after the tell-all, so I guess they got along better than maybe some of the other casts. And not only that, but Devin and Lita did a photo shoot on Sunday for an upcoming shoe line that Lita has coming out. We know Devin's done some modeling before. So what we know from all of that is that Devin and Jihoon's baby has been born.
Yes.
It is here with Devin in the U.S. and Jihoon is not here. Possibly he appeared via satellite as they do sometimes.
Right.
And
the shoe line.
And the shoe line, the upcoming shoe line.
So you got a model and you got an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And we're going to get a juicy tell-all from those guys, I bet.
I believe so. Crazy news. Crazy news. In other crazy news, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth and Andre, I like them as a couple. I really do.
Okay.
Andre, but Elizabeth, I like her. And apparently she was an actress before she started doing all this reality TV stuff. And so she's going back to her roots. And she's been cast and has played in a faith-based suspense film where she plays a college student who is like a city girl, and her friends have like a getaway and they go away to the woods, and then her character Sophia goes missing.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so that's the suspense part of the faith-based. But she's been in a lot of other things, apparently. She played a cashier in Homeland.
That's kind of a big gig, even if she wasn't on screen necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, she's putting the work in.
She is. And I think another movie in like 2012 that she did for this same production company. The trailer dropped yesterday for Be Still and Know. So you guys can check that out.
Yeah, guys, it's online. So check out her acting chops. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, well, she's not the only one going Hollywood. Colty is going to be appearing in a music video. That one drops tomorrow. This is for an artist named Alex Winston. And her and Colt have been posting some snapshots from the video, kind of trying to tease it, so much so that fans were like, wait, are they together? Are they a couple? And he quickly clarified that no, they are not. He's just appearing in this music video, which is called Miss You a Million. It's actually a really great song. You can hear the song on Spotify before the video comes out. And you'll see the video premiere on Alex Winston's YouTube channel tomorrow. But wow. Yeah. I mean, I guess he wouldn't be my go-to leading man.
He wouldn't be my go-to anything. Colty.
Oh.
And then we have Anfisa, who is the fitness queen.
She is now.
Man, listen, she's won so many awards already for just being amazing.
Yeah, and as a novice.
Yeah, and that transformation was intense.
It's super intense, and apparently all the fans have taken notice because she's going for this Ms. Muscle and Fitness award. The closing ended today for the first rounds, and she made it to the semifinals.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Look at her.
And she's been number one the whole time. I'm sure she will remain. I think August 5th, the voting starts up again. And if she wins this, she gets 20 grand. She gets a 2-page spread in Muscle and Fitness hers. And a mention on the cover. But I'm thinking if a reality star wins this, they're putting her on the cover.
Oh, for sure.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is not only the beginning of her fitness career, but fitness modeling and all the things that are going to come after that. Yeah, she's all in.
Still no word on, if she is still with her husband or talks to him or remembers he exists at all. But she did post on Insta on Monday that she was trying to change her username, which is Anfisa Nava. So whether she's trying to change it to something a little more fitnessy or if she's trying to drop the Nava. What do you think?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Listen, she doesn't talk about him at all.
Never.
Like, at all. So we don't have any juice there, but it will be interesting to see if she changes it to a fitness name or if she just changes it to her name itself. Because I think that says a lot as well.
And Instagram is giving us some other clues about the Other Way couple.
Yes,
recently, right?
guys. Ooh, Lord.
This is a juicy one.
Okay, guys, so you know that I sit on the Other Way panel at AfterBuzz TV, and we're going to talk about this some more there as well. But breaking news, apparently Laura and Aladin have broken up, and she's back in Florida, and her son is confirming the split, saying it's over for good. Aladin was embarrassed by this last episode and the whole vibrator thing.
Understandable.
And he removed Laura from his Instagram. And so the son is saying it's over, like 100% over. And then there's going to be more drama that unfolds. So over the next few episodes, it's going to be a big turnaround. So we should watch out for that.
He said it's going to get ugly. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, but what does he know, though? Like, what's ugly?
Well, and he's been very careful, and we're actually going to tell you a little bit more about Liam a little bit later in the show in the B-List beat. But yeah, he was careful not to give away too much, but he confirmed that she was here. There's photos of her hanging out in Florida with the dog, and we could assume that this is just a trip. You know, but not if all the pictures are disappearing from Instagram.
But are they baiting us, though, Christy? Because we also know that they just wrapped the...
Oh, duh. She would be here for the tell-all that I just told you I exclusively reported happened.
And Florida's a hop, skip, and a jump away from New York City, so it could be a ruse. Because remember Ashley and Jay when they deleted each other and then they came back and that whole thing. So I'm a little skeptical.
And also, this could be one of their little I'm blocking you, we're not talking issues, because if she wasn't at home with him in Qatar while that episode aired on Sunday, if she is here visiting in Florida, perhaps, when you're not sitting there together, communication can break down. And I think being across the globe from someone and then watching them rip apart your sexual prowess on TV probably makes you hit up Instagram and delete all the photos, whether you're over or not.
And that's how he acts and reacts, right? Anytime he's mad at her, he deletes her from social media, blocks her for a couple of days, he says, and then reconnects with her. So I don't know.
Catbo in the chat said, Laura blew it. Who shames their partner like that?
She's speaking her truth, I think. She's trying to, have a sexier sex life. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I was kind of embarrassed for him, but I'm just not the kind of person to be out with stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think if you are, really, what's the problem?
Yeah. I think if you put yourself out there like that, then, that's who she is. Plus, she's older, so she knows what she wants. And she's not afraid to say it.
Mm-hmm. Obviously not. Well, we will keep you posted on where that gets her in the future. But there's a divorce that we definitely know is going down. This is another one where we got to go back a little bit. Ricky from season, I believe, 2 of the Other Way. No.
Ricky was on Before the 90 days.
That's the one I'm trying to think of. You're right. Thank you. Before the 90 days, remember, he's the one who went to visit one girl and then decided when she kind of ghosted him, oh, wait, no, I've also been talking to Yamina. And that's all going down. And then it all came out after he was on the show that he had been married the whole time. So it is no surprise now that wife named Natalia has filed for divorce. That happened in June. But the big news here is that she has also been granted a protective order against Ricky, and he has been stripped of custody of the young daughter that they have together and has not been able to see her for almost a couple months now. He continues to sort of plead online, and he says that the whole reason why the protective order was granted was because there was a court hearing going on that he didn't know was going on, therefore he didn't attend, and that now he's gotten a lawyer and he's going to get this all straightened out, but we have yet to see that happen.
Yeah, but they don't put a protective order in just because you didn't show up to court.
That's a good point.
So he's not saying something for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I think, a lot of people online, the opinion amongst the fans seems to be that this guy is just not the greatest person.
Oh, because he was not. He was not. Now he's trying to backtrack and act like, hey, I'm a good guy and all of that stuff. But he was not a good guy on the show.
Linda's not buying it.
Not
Ricky.
at all.
Okay, let's do some happy news. Let's a little happy news. Tarik and Hazel. So from before the 90 days.
Yep.
But we haven't seen them in a while, except for a post on his Instagram that proved that they were together a few weeks ago. He went and visited her. And now, just recently, his brother Dean, who we've all watched, I love those guys on Pillow Talk.
Yeah, he's great.
Dean may have slipped up on Instagram and called Hazel his sister-in-law. So, Linda, do you think that Tarik and Hazel got married during that last trip together?
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Girl. And do you think that they filmed it and we're going to see it on the next season?
Absolutely. And I'm going to also say this. I think Dean's going to get his own show because he is too entertaining on Pillow Talk.
He's too entertaining, and he is reportedly has a girlfriend or maybe is engaged or maybe even is married to a woman also, I believe, from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Which is just a crazy story.
I mean, let's put it all together and film it.
Then they should do like a sibling spinoff thing with Darcy and Stacey both have their foreign men and Dean and Tarik have their ladies. And it's just like a whole big 90-day fun. I love it.
24-hour, 90 days.
24-hour, 90-day network.
Yes, I love it.
Well, these two could definitely appear on there as well. Larissa and her, I guess he's not that new anymore. They've been together for over 6 months, boyfriend Eric. So after they got all this attention on the tell-all, they answered some questions on Instagram, and the thing that stood out most to folks is that people accused Eric of using Larissa or Larissa of using him, and his response to that directly to a fan was, people use each other, everybody uses each other for good and bad reasons. Like, it's like, yeah, okay, we're using each other, but it works both ways. It's mutual, so it's all good.
That's right.
Do you think if there's mutual using going on, are we cool with it?
I think they both knew what they were doing and what they were getting into.
Think so?
And then even on the tell-all, when she was all like coupled up, with him, and she's like kissing him for Colt's sake, you could tell like, okay, you're absolutely not just using him, he's using you to get his like 15 minutes of fame as well. So I think it's interesting.
Well,
and the rumors out there about, them not being on the same team.
I have seen no evidence for that besides people just saying it, just thinking it, just seeing him on the show and just guessing that.
But did you see?
Have you seen anything?
But did you see the video?
Do you believe it's true?
Did you see the video where he started singing about people saying whether he was straight or gay?
I've seen a few videos of him singing, yeah, because that's become a thing now that fans have asked him to do.
But I don't know, that was just such a weird response.
Interesting.
At the end of the day, I guess it really is no one's business. But if he's going to say that he's the boyfriend of Larissa, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. Maybe he's using it to just, be on TV.
Well, she's going to go meet his parents next month in Colorado. So I guess they're going fairly strong.
Sounds like it.
Can you imagine getting a call from your son and, Mom, my new girlfriend, yeah, she's on TV. She's on the show 90 Day Fiancé. Well, yeah, you can tune in and check it out. I mean, what would you think if you were a mom watching Larissa for the first time, knowing that she's your son's new girlfriend?
I would be a little concerned, but I also think that Larissa's calmed down a lot since her culty days.
That is true.
And I think that was a really toxic environment for her. I think those two were not good for her. So she looks like she's doing amazing. She looks like she's happy. So, maybe the mom will be happy too.
Absolutely. Let's check in with our chat room.
Yeah, it is going off in here.
Ooh, London Joy said Laura and Aladin remind me of Danielle and Mohammed.
Really, London? That far gone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I get that vibes from them, but maybe, I guess we're going to see what this ugliness is coming up. You might be right.
I'm liking what Tiffany says. Eric looks like a skinny Colt with less weird eyebrows. Facts.
What an observation. Yeah, and they're also projecting that maybe Eric has a boyfriend. And that Eric and Larissa barely even kiss on the lips. Well,
that's true.
I think that's probably just because Larissa's always getting injections. She's probably not trying to mess that stuff up. And I'm serious about that.
Kissing messes up the injections in your lips?
Well, if you get them done all the time, I don't know.
That sounds like nonsense. I think it's more like they're not attracted to each other.
I would cop to some other stuff, but I don't have lip injections, so cannot confirm or deny.
So true.
Oh. Well, while we are discussing all the top news of the week, I wanted to give you guys a little better look at what we call the B-list.
The B-list.
Of the show. The friends of, the family members, the people that you see a little bit, but we don't know too much about. So we want to take a look at Laura's son, Liam O'Toole. So we did see him on an episode of the show kind of being a little hesitant about what his mom was doing and really being sad to see her go.
Yeah.
He's a very young guy, and he kind of let it all loose on a subreddit, whatever that is. That's what the kiddies are calling it. A couple days ago, online, where he admitted that he has never watched a single episode of this show, not even the ones he was on. Who knows that they're on TV and doesn't watch it?
I think that he probably has like an introverted personality.
Yeah, or maybe he doesn't want to see it. Because he came across so lovable. So Liam, you came across very well since you obviously never watch his coworkers watch it though. So I can imagine that's uncomfortable for him. He also says that he gets recognized a lot when he's just out and about now. That must be
90 days is huge.
Change.
So, yeah.
And remember Ludwig?
Yes.
Laura's friend. He is also Liam's BFF. So that's kind of cool. I bet those three have so much fun together. And when he is having fun, he likes to play video games like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. He watches Twin Peaks and Breaking Bad. And he, of course, is now not willing to date abroad after seeing what his mom went through. Also offered kind of another little juicy tidbit. He said that Laura had never before dated someone who was much younger or someone who was foreign. So that's kind of interesting. It's not, she strayed from her type with Aladin.
Yeah, but I mean, look at him, right? So she's going to go for it. If it's going to work, it was going to work. So
Linda's like, we'd all go for it.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at her at all.
Love it. Well, is it time to play our game of the evening?
Do we ship it? So in this portion, we talk about a couple that we either love or don't love, and whether we think they're going to last or not last.
Yeah.
So the couple of the day is Paola and Russ. And I think
that's a good one.
It's appropriate because of what we saw in the tell-all and how she feels like she's doing it alone and why is he with her if he's not going to be there and all of this stuff. I love this couple. I really do. And I think that they're going to make it through this little nonsense. He has to work. He has to provide for the family. So she needs to settle down. And I think counseling is a good idea. I know she doesn't want to go, but if it's going to keep your marriage together, I say go for it. So I'm saving it. I'm not shipping them.
You're not shipping them?
No.
Okay. Well, I, for one, wish we would have seen that drama play out during the season of the show because they really didn't give us a whole lot. They gave us more in those last couple minutes of the tell-all than we got from them the entire season. So.
But they're like that every season. They are.
You think they just know how to hold on at the end?
Well, think about last season that they were on, and they really didn't have much drama, even before the baby. They had not much drama at all.
Right.
But then right at the end, they had a little bit of drama. It's the same thing.
That's interesting. Season. And they're the ones we do keep seeing them. They've been around the longest. Yeah. I've always been suspicious. I've kind of always half expected this to end. And it hasn't yet. And I kind of also think, I don't have any children, but I feel like everyone who has a baby kind of feels how Paola felt, right? I mean, explaining that like you feel like you're doing everything, your partner's not doing enough, and he's never there. And I mean, I get left alone with just my dog when my husband goes and works sometimes for periods of time. And I feel that same way, and it's just a chihuahua. So I think you might be right. I think this one's going to last. Yeah.
The chat doesn't think they're going to last very much. Wow. Catbo NZ says, ship them off the show, please. Beloved says, Pap complains a lot about her husband and disrespectful. So, I don't know.
You know, if he wasn't working, I think we would all, and Pao especially, would have a big problem with that.
Yeah, because who's providing for them? Do you know they're both working? She's working at home, being a stay-at-home mom, and he's working.
And an influencer.
Yeah, and he's working. He's out there working for the family, so.
Somebody's got to pay for that. Is it a Mercedes that they drive or BMW or I think something quite fancy that I've peeped in the past? Yeah. Also, she should be glad that he has work where she wants to live and that he doesn't have to move the family back to yes, that's what it was. All right,
Kelly.
We could sit in the chat and we could all discuss all day long. Before we wrap up, though, maybe we should just take a quick peek at the Instagram of Jay and update you all on his release from prison. He has not posted anything yet on his personal account.
Okay, there you go.
We will keep you posted and make sure you are tuning in to 90 Day Fiancé News Now. That is our daily show where I give you a dose of these headlines every single day. You can find that on AfterBuzz Reality TV. And anything else you want to add?
Yeah, guys, stay with us today. We've got 90 Day the Other Way. We've got The Family Chantal. And we were talking in depth about part 2 of the tell-all. You guys can find me all across social media at Linda Is So Girly, so hit me up.
Love that. And you guys can always reach me at Christy Reports. We will be right back here next week. Make sure you join us live. It's 4 p.m. Pacific. And we will see you then. Have a good
guys.
one.
Bye, chat. We love you.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.